What's up, guys? Welcome to Logged and Loaded, your favourite strongman podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the English Weekend of Strength, which was last weekend, featuring the weight classes and the Open Women's, who got a qualification for Giants Live.
Yes,
that
Britain's
was up for
strongest
grabs.
woman Giants Live.
Yes, that's pretty hype. We're going to go through each class. We're going to talk about the podiums and just the comp in general and so on and so forth. Did you see any of it?
I did see bits.
Okay, right, great.
Didn't get to see all of it, but I watched bits and bobs across the weekend. The Saturday I watched some of the morning of the blokes, some of the deadlifts and some of the log, but obviously with their technical issues, it made it quite hard to see at times. And then unfortunately, the rest of the day I was driving to and from Manchester and seeing a band, so I didn't really see much.
Oh, well, yeah,
I didn't see much after the Shield carry.
I watched a decent chunk of it for both the men's and the women's. I didn't get to see all of it because I was working, but overall, what did you think of the bits that you saw?
Bits I saw seemed to were alright. Seemed to be reasonably well run. Seemed to be time wise, not overly long.
Well, it was long if you'd watched all of it. It was 9.5 hours they were there for.
Even I've seen comps.
For the men's anyway.
I've seen comps with less athletes run for longer.
Well, yeah, but we didn't like that comp.
No,
it was horrific.
It was. I'd agree with that. But yeah, no, I think as a whole, I think there was probably, after hearing from some people who were competing, there were some bits that they could have done better, some bits that they could have been quicker about, but they seem to be running through the events reasonably quickly when they actually were doing them.
Yeah, I mean, Unbreakable do run a good comp. We've never said otherwise. They're good at running strongman comps.
Yeah,
they are. They've been doing it for a long time, and they're good at running them. It actually looked like they had a decent number of people in the crowd as well, which I was kind of shocked about.
Yeah.
It was at the Doncaster Dome, which isn't the biggest arena, but it was probably the right sized arena for the job. Yeah. The seating didn't look like it was bare. It wasn't a packed crowd, but it certainly didn't look bare. So they got decent numbers through the door. Obviously there was a lot of athletes, so it's going to be a lot of family and friends and that kind of thing. But that's fine. That's what we need.
What you want.
Yeah.
You get family and friends going, then they'll go, "Oh, how was that? Oh, I really enjoyed it," and then we'll get friends of friends and friends of family and general fans of strongman. Hopefully, they'll just go, "Oh, that's good. What's happening?"
Yeah, that's what we need to reach, isn't it? The general fans, the ones that go to all the Giants live shows. But yeah, like overall, pretty good. Like I said, it was a bit long. There seemed to be some delays between events. I feel like they added in the 70s and the 57s. I'm going to speak about the men's specifically because the men's there was more athletes. There was a lot less athletes in the women's. Yeah. Men's specifically was quite long. It seemed like they possibly could have had the 70s warming up when the 90s were going out, warming up for the next event, I mean. Yeah. So I think just behind the scenes, there's things that could have been smoothed over. Yeah. But it was a decent watch. During the intermissions, it was just a blank screen, which isn't the best thing, but it also isn't the worst thing because you're not sitting there listening to somebody talk about fucking deadlift suits. So, it could be worse.
My favourite deadlift suit.
They're
not going to watch, are they?
No, they're not. Let's be honest. If they've seen any of the episodes, they're not going to watch another episode. No. They both unfollowed me now, anyway. Anyway,
neither of them followed me in the first place.
No, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't either. Yeah, that's right. I said it, and I meant it. Oh, he's really dead. I was wondering how long you were going to do that for.
I wanted you to start doing the 57, but just halfway through.
But yeah, good comp, well ran, certainly. Interesting set of events-ish. The Titans toss, pretty much as dreadful as I expected it to be.
Yes, there was very much confusion between rules and what actually happened, and some people getting penalised for things that others weren't, and some people getting penalised for things that they shouldn't have been penalised for, and a little bit.
Yes,
a little bit all over the place.
It wasn't great. One of the main reasons that I pulled out was the Titans toss event. Yeah, I'm guaranteed to win the Titans toss event, so it seems a bit ridiculous that would be the reason I pulled out. But I couldn't be chewed on with the changing of rules, and I knew this would happen. Yeah, and I thought I just don't want that stress in my life. So I'm not going to do the comp, and then I'd fucking injure myself anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. But there was an instance in the men's where David Kent, who's normally a 90, was competing in the 105s. He threw all 5 bags from the wrong place. He broke the rules 5 times. And his referee didn't say one word about it. Not one word. So he finished the run, got his time, and then later on, after the issue was raised by some of the other athletes, he ended up getting a 5-second penalty. Now, a 5-second penalty is nowhere near sufficient for 5 wrongly thrown bags at all.
No.
And I've realised it wasn't David's fault
No.
because
but-
the referee should have called him on it.
Yeah.
But you can't just be given a 5-second penalty. You've either got to make him go out again with a penalty, so a 5-second penalty, and you've got to go out again,
Yeah.
or he's getting a much heftier penalty than that. Because if you're finishing that run in, let's say, 40 seconds,
Yeah.
David does it in 30 and gets a 5-second penalty, you'll be like, well, hold on a second. That's not fair, because I could have just thrown all of the bags from the wrong place, done it in 25 seconds, taken the 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, what everybody should have done was thrown all of the bags from the first line
Yeah.
and taken the 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
So the Titans toss was shit. Right, apart from that, the comp was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say as well, it wasn't Rob Frampton. Rob Frampton is a stickler for the rules. He's a very good referee. It wasn't his lane that gave that call. Shout out Rob Frampton, he does a good job. Anyway,
So,
let's go through some podiums.
Yes, going on to the podiums. So the under 57s had 4 women competing in it. Hannah Fitzgerald coming away with a win by half a point.
Really close, yeah.
Tamsin Ribton Turner coming second, and then Sarah Jones coming in third. Now, I just think it's insane that you've got 15 reps at a deadlift.
Yeah, it maybe says that the deadlift is possibly a little too light.
Hannah and Sarah both got 8, and then Claire got 2. And then Tamsin going out on the log and getting 7 reps is, again, it goes to show that her static strength is insane. And then even then a shield carry, she's smashed it as well.
I think the comp overall was just a bit light, and I did raise that query when they first released the events, didn't I? And then
lighter.
they did make the events heavier, but it's perhaps still too light. The under 57s, however, newest class on the block.
You don't know what's going to be too heavy, too light. There's
No,
not
so
a
I
lot
think-
of comps out there to kind of look at and go, right, okay, we know what standard there is.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. What they've essentially done is they followed the same pattern as they've done for all of the other classes where, let's say, the 105s down to the 90s, they just take 10 kilos off the deadlift and so on and so forth, or whatever. So, yeah, there possibly wasn't a way to estimate what's going to be the best weight, so fair play.
Yeah, and what you got to think is a lot of the 57 girls, if it's the first time doing it in Unbreakables, last year, if they were competing in Unbreakables, were they just under 64s? So
Quite
are they
possibly,
used to
yeah.
those slightly heavier weights? So when they've come in and seen really light weights for 57s, they're like, oh, lovely.
Quite possibly.
Now, moving on to the 64s, we had Emily Norley coming away with the win, Tiff Peters in second place, and Rachel Jackson in third place. Now, that top 3 are miles away from the rest.
Yeah, I mean, big shout out Rachel Jackson. She was England's strongest natural woman last year, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, in the under 64s. Stepped into the untested and came third. Brilliant performance. Well done. Then
Overall-
again on the deadlift, you can see that Emily Norley and Tiff Peters 17 and 16 reps.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of reps.
Too many reps.
Too many reps. Too many reps spoil the show. Not really, but anyway.
Well, yeah.
Under 73s, coming away with the win, Taylor Southgate. Was she 73 last
She's
year?
a 73. Yeah, she won UKs. She beat Laura Hollywood.
Oh. But anyway, did very well in Natties last year.
She did.
And-
Yeah, she did really well.
Really showing, it's not just like scraping a win. She was 5.5 points ahead at the end of it.
Yeah, she was quite
Just
far.
quite a comfortable win as a whole. Elizabeth Seeds in second place, and then Laura Campbell in third place.
Yeah.
Shout out Beth Ion, coming fifth, one of the Natty girls, been over a new level quite a few times, trains CSA.
Yep.
Really
like
good
that.
athlete. Good athlete. Under 82s, smaller class.
Yeah, only 3, unfortunately.
So in first place, Stacey Ann Redmayne. Second place, Stephanie Clark. And in third place, Vicky Schmidt. All love Vicky. We all love Vicky.
We do like Vicky.
We've mentioned before that the 82s is a little bit quieter this year when you have
It
three
is really
athletes.
quiet, yeah.
But the only explanation I can think of is a lot of the girls are having that possibility of a Brits qualification for Giants Live.
Yep.
Why do the weight cut when you've got that possibility of being invited to Giants Live?
I suppose so.
Push the boat out.
Yeah, but you would still expect more people, because I'm pretty sure the 82s last year there was only 4.
Right.
I could be wrong, but I'm sure there was only 4. And it seems to be that the 82s is just dying a death in the UK for whatever reason. I do not know. Bit of a shame to see.
Not just the UK. A lot of the comps I've seen with 82s in this year, it's been quite quiet.
Yeah.
The natural strongman, USA and Canada is quite quiet classes.
Well,
so maybe we need someone to spruce it up a little bit. But the Open's women, 12 athletes, fighting for that place at Giants Live.
so the winner, as we predicted, was Grace Hilborn. Second place, as we predicted, Michaela Pearson. And in third place there is Vicky Mills. We did also expect Becca Wogan to do very well, which she did. She came 5th. Yeah, Grace has just smashed it though, hasn't she? She's just super fucking powerful, and she's won it by, a decent
10 points.
margin there.
10 points. The top 3 were quite spaced out. You've got 10 points from first to second.
Yeah.
9.5 points from second to third. And then third to fourth, it's half a point. Fourth to fifth is 2 points. For that
was
third
pretty
place
tight.
spot,
Yeah,
you were coming down to just how quick you were on yoke.
pretty much. Yeah.
Um,
But Grace miles out ahead, Michaela miles in second, and then a big fight for third place there. Which is what you like to see. You like to see a bit of a battle.
Absolutely.
Right, we're going to move on to the Mandem, the men. So this was year 1 for the under-70s, and contrary to the women's under-57s, either the weights are too heavy or the quality of athlete in the under-70s not the greatest. A lot of them really struggling, particularly with some of the statics.
And the Titans
And
toss,
the fucking Titans toss, yeah.
Looks like only 2 athletes actually managed to do it.
Yeah. Other than the shield carry, there seem to be a lot of struggles there. So maybe that's a case of the weights are too heavy for that class, or maybe it's a case of the quality of athlete or the depth of competition there it isn't quite there yet.
Yeah. Notable missing athlete from the under-70s,
Sonny Nash. It would have been great if Sonny was there, because there would have been, a bit more competition for first place. I mean, Callum only won by 5.5 points, but it's a decent enough margin, I think.
Yeah. James Hamilton, second place. He was at Worlds last year.
Right, okay.
As an under-72, and I believe he come 4th. I could be wrong.
Right.
But he did quite well. Oh, he might be on the podium, actually. Off the top of my head, he did well.
He did well.
At
He did
least. And then Conor Goodison, I've heard the name.
Yep.
Don't know where I've heard the name, but I've heard the name.
Yeah.
Seemingly getting... Now, the log, there's only a couple of zeros, but then you've got 8, 7, 5, 4, 3. So, other than the 2 people who zeroed it, the logs seem to be a reasonable weight.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You're always going to get those people who come to these comps and logs just not their thing.
This is true.
But yeah, the fact that so many of them didn't finish the Titans toss, didn't even get a bag in the Titans
Well,
toss.
not a lot of them finished the yoke either, to be fair.
Yeah.
There was only 2 of them that finished the Titans toss and the yoke.
The shield carry seems like similar kind of distances across the board.
I think the shield carry weight there you're going to look at that weight and think that is an accurate weight for that class.
Yeah, you've got a range from 39 to 49 metres. So
Yeah.
when you've got a full class of 7 athletes and 10 metres between them,
That's
it's
pretty well.
a good weighted weight.
It's a good weighted weight.
It's a good
Yeah,
weighted
you're
weight.
fucking right there, mate.
It's a good weight for that shield to show the class.
Yeah.
But yeah, well
Well,
done.
what I would say about all of the men's classes is that we predicted correctly for almost every single class.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Woo!
Yes, we did. So you've got the men's under 80s next, and returning champ, now 2-time champ, Mr. Connor Cowans. We love Connor. Connor comes and trains with us every now and then. He's a great
Lovely
dude.
gentleman.
We've got the return of Flash, Dan Ashcroft, who came in second, which is fucking awesome to see. His yoke run was tremendous.
Yeah, fucking 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, 19 seconds, really.
Absolutely rapid. And then...
No wonder he's called Flash.
well, yeah, exactly. Tom Hume rounded out the podium with third place, and then a massive shout out to Mr. Andrew Keys, who zeroed the... I'm sure he's sick of hearing this. Zeroed the deadlift and then still ended up coming fourth.
Yeah.
That is a very
It's a
impressive showing.
good performance across the rest of the events. Now, I know he was very upset that we didn't predict him for the podium.
That's why, Andrew, because you zeroed the fucking deadlift, mate.
But realistically, he zeroed the deadlift. If he'd got some reps on that, he could have been a little bit closer to Thomas Hume, but he was still 10.5 points behind. Like, the top three guys, as we predicted, kind of...
We're very much the top three guys.
Ran away with it, and that's taking nothing away from anybody else's performance in that class and nothing away from Andrew's performance. No hate towards Andrew, but...
Loads of hate towards Andrew.
But is a first comp back from injury, and you never know how these people are going to be. And again, when you're looking at the top three names, you're going to think, unless they have an absolute stinker of a day,
Yeah. Yeah.
I do you've got to kind of back them.
I do wonder why Andrew chose to do this one and not the... well, I presume it was to compete with his fellow KLC members, but it would be nice to see Andrew make his way back into the natties as well. Obviously, he was a UK champion.
Yeah, UK and Ireland's champ.
Yeah,
If he... On that performance, I think he would do well at Natty England's this year.
Oh, without a doubt. Fucking definitely.
And because of the way they've got the deadlift, he wouldn't be coming away with a zero on that event. He'd be a decent... I think he'd have a decent number of reps in him at 230 or 240.
Yeah.
Well...
what was the weight there?
260.
260 in a suit or 240 raw. It's kind of like...
Even then, he could come away with reps at 210.
6'7".
9'11".
Standout performance though, and everybody's talking about it. Zach Spate with the shield carry. He was in the gym today and he said he possibly could have gone for like 90 to 100 meters, which is wild.
Yeah, yeah.
The man who competes with absolutely nothing on.
I'd love to see him do the shield in Birkenstocks.
Yeah,
the Birkins he was in the gym today. I think that'd be hilarious.
All right, yeah.
It would be brilliant. But yeah, really good class. 16 athletes there. And a good mix of points.
Shout out Johnny Lawson, who trains at our gym. Didn't have the best day, but he did turn up and do his thing.
He did hurt himself, hurt his knee. But end of the day,
yeah.
Unfortunately, these things happen.
I would like to point out that in this class, we also got all of them right on the podium.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
But Dan Benson was a late sign-up after the cut-off
After our
date.
predictions.
After the cut-off date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Didn't enforce that one, did you, boys? Yeah.
So, yes, champion Dan Benson.
By a mile.
But yeah, 100.5 points. If you're breaking a century, you've got to be doing well. Second place, Daniel Bedford. And third place, the Honey Badger himself, Mark Cummins.
Yeah, and then tied for fourth was Joe Schofield and Josh Lancaster. We predicted Mark and Josh to be top two, and then somebody else to fight for third. So if you take Dan Benson out of there, we're not totally wrong.
No, we got reasonably good predictions across the board there.
Yeah, I've got to say, massive from Joe Schofield, massive.
Yeah.
I think it's the first and only time he's qualified for Brits. He's just been getting a little bit better every year.
But that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah,
to be slowly getting better and better and better to the point where
he's top four.
I want to give a shout out in this class to Ashley the Pigeon.
Yeah, massive shout out to Ashley the Pigeon.
Well done, Ash. Obviously, circumstances for yourself wasn't great the week in the build up to the comp, but
Definitely
still
not.
just turned up and giving it a go.
Yep.
Fair play, mate. Fair play.
Big love for Ash. If you don't watch the KLC Strongcast or listen to them, you should go and do so on Spotify because they're very good. They do what we do, but they do it a little bit better than we do.
Yeah, a little bit more consistently as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ben Zachary came 16th, local lad to us.
Yes, I've got his fridge in my
Yeah,
kitchen
Tom bought his fridge off him.
for free. He
Big-
gave me the fridge.
he gave the fridge.
Yeah, it's a
Big-
fucking class fridge.
Big enough to fit Tom in himself.
It literally is.
Moving on to the under 105s, arguably the best class, 30 athletes in this
Yep.
category.
Always the biggest class, the 105s. In first place, congratulations to Mr. Josh Walton, who claims his first England strongest man.
Ooh.
Well done, Josh. Well done. Second place, you've got Ben Watson, and in third place, making his return from a barrage of injuries, Mr. Will Clark, who does my nutrition. Congratulations, Will Clark. David Kent came in fifth, although he really shouldn't have done because they let him off with that bag toss thing, didn't they?
Yeah.
But fair play to him. Also, joint fifth was Stu Basford. That's a big placing for Stu. Very good, very good. Now, what I will say about overall, there was a lot of people missing. The under 80s was definitely the most competitive class in terms of level of athlete because you've got Connor there and then Dan returning.
Yeah.
It was a good depth in the 80s. The 90s, you've also got Dan Benson, but you were missing from last year. You were missing Harry Rogers and Shane, as well as Mr. Thomas Butts.
Yep.
So a few of the top athletes missing there. 105s,
Missing yourself.
missing myself.
Missing myself.
Well, yeah. Marcus, Craig, Ryan Naylor. There was a few names missing. But the fact of the matter is, you can only fucking beat the people who turn up.
Yeah.
Can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, it was a good watch. It was a good comp. The 105s actually came down to the last event. I think Ben Watson was in the lead by a point until the yoke. And Josh steamrolled the yoke as expected. Not quite as fast as Mr. Mark Pearson did. But, yeah, rapid. Really, really good at yoke, Josh is. So that was... it was always going to be a good finish to the comp for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Josh Lingard.
Yeah, fair play to him.
Entering the competition, knowing that the deadlift was way above his max.
Mm-hmm.
Still went out there, gave it a go.
Yep.
But
Been the subject of some criticisms on Reddit.
yes, I've been told.
But he knows this. We know this. We've seen the criticisms. Now, I would like to clear something up because my name was brought into the criticisms. People were questioning the level of athlete at England's. And it was brought up my name as to say that I'd predicted that this would happen, where loads of people would enter who just can't do the weights.
Yeah.
I would like to say that at no point did I have a problem with that.
No.
No problem. My problem was the weights were too light, not that they were too heavy.
Yeah.
And that was my only problem. I'm not bothered if there's 100 athletes in the class, because I'm at the top, probably, at England's. My problem was the weights were too light and that we should have had a trump weight option, because if you make the weights too light, it changes it from being a strongman competition to something else.
Yeah.
Like if you make the deadlift for reps fucking 180 kilos, you've turned it into a CrossFit competition. It's no longer the strongest, and that's just how it goes. The lighter the weights go, the more skewed the results get. So a trump weight would have done, but they didn't fucking do that, did they? So
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, they didn't.
That's about it. Yeah. Yeah. Fair play to Josh for jumping in.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was a few people who just jumped in, you know, and had a crack. And
Yeah, it was
it's
a
admirable.
good experience for him to go down and just give it a try.
Yeah, for sure.
I know he's got a bit of an off-season plan with himself.
He's got such a good off-season plan. I'll show you.
And
It's really fun.
he's also jumping in to a comp in June as well, isn't
Yes, he is. Yeah, so Brits just got announced. It is going to be on May 16th and 17th. Bingo, got it. And the events are going to be, it's going to be axle deadlift for reps. It is going to be circus dumbbell for reps. It's yoke, stone at shoulder, and something else. Shield carry. So,
he? Reusing the shields that they've just bought, yeah?
well, yeah, they're doing shield carry and yoke again, which I think is a bit bent.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do England's, but I did prep for England's. I don't want to have to fucking do that shit again. I don't want to. Nobody else wants to either.
No,
Even people who are good at the events don't want to do it again.
no.
But they obviously binned the Titans toss because it's fucking disabled.
Stone to shoulder, will they be allowing reps? Wibbly wobbly reps? Wacky waving inflatable man reps? Or are they going to be actually making people show control with the stone on their shoulder this year?
I think whatever they say in the athlete meeting, they need to back it up. Because it was really shit last year.
Yeah.
To lose to that.
Yeah.
It was very upsetting.
It's the thing of you need, like, whenever you're doing anything to shoulder, you need to show control. You need to be able to wait for the referee to fully finish giving that down command.
Yeah, if you're on your way down with
it's only a couple of seconds max.
Yeah. It just needs to be a second that the stone isn't moving.
It's got to show that control.
But people, as
If
soon
you're
as they
like
take their
this,
hands off and they're already coming forward, you can't give them that rep.
No.
You just can't.
No.
But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they've learnt a lesson. Probably haven't. Tis what it is.
I might come down, watch, and then if they are giving those reps, just stand there and just be going, no rep,
Yeah.
no rep.
Yeah. Well, if somebody...
Watching CrossFit.
So I hadn't actually realised this had happened until after the comp. If somebody'd raised it there and then, I possibly would have had something to say about it.
Yeah.
But nobody said anything about it.
I wasn't watching the stream.
I know. But like people that were there, not one person said to me, he shouldn't have got any of them fucking reps.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I possibly would have gone to the refs and been like, hold on a second, boys.
Yeah.
What's going on here? But is what it is. So Brits has been announced. It should be a good show. It's going to be interesting because you're going to have a good mix of athletes. Obviously, a lot of people who don't normally qualify for Brits have managed to qualify for Brits, which is exciting.
Yep.
Because it changes it up a bit. I presume all of the lads from last year, top 3 or whatever, are going to still get their invites. Otherwise, I'll not fucking be there. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
You think you're going to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
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 Because we're going to get you doing unbelievable stone to shoulder.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm going to do that 180 ton before Brits.
Good man.
If I don't, then I don't care if I win Brits or not. I'm not bothered. I only want to do the 180 stone to shoulder.
Have you done that 160 yet?
No, I've only done 150 at Chaos. I've never done a 160. I tried a 165 at Chaos that day, and I did fail it. But I'm pretty confident I can do 160 plus. Yeah. You bastard.
I think I'm confident for 160 plus now.
You did 160, didn't you? Well, yeah, of course you can.
I think 160 was my absolute max at that point. Though. Like I wasn't getting many more kilo in that way. I think I could probably put a 170 on there now.
Well, if Ultimates has got stone to shoulder, then I'll race you to 180.
Okay, fine.
Are you going to do that with us?
If it's in the right place and the right time, yes.
Okay, so.
Because we've still not released where it is.
No, nor the date.
Yeah.
It'll probably be June.
Right place, right time.
Oh no, the date is out.
Is it?
I'm sure I've written the date in my phone's. Oh, phone's recorded.
Oh,
Never
well,
mind.
come. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's right date, right time, I'll do it.
Sound sick. All right, we'll do that then.
Perfect.
Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you competed at the English Weekend of Strength, then massive props to you. Congratulations, wherever you placed. Remember, one competition does not define you, so if you didn't do as well as you were expecting to do or you were hoping to do, then it is what it is. We move forward. Massive shout out to everybody who was on the podium, and good luck to everybody going to Brits. And as always, go fuck yourselves.